The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Ready, break! Come on, come on!
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Okay, ready? 65 yards.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This pass is caught by London. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They'll run with Robinson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Daron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. He'll look to throw. He'll try to do it himself, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs trying on fourth down but come up empty. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go. Viking 18.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. With his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Here we go. Jack.
Will line up for the
Wrap
two-point conversion.
60 Mavericks. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
15.
And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Gainwell going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Buccaneers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Buccaneers 29, Falcons 15.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with one in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 30.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called a void.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Toward the sideline, intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
12 yards between them and the end zone. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Timberwolves.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back